Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to design a necklace using the bargain bead box subscription. So this is a bargain bead box bag that we got. So let me see. I think I kept it somewhere. So this is the beautiful rose quartz pendant that I want to actually use it first. And I'm going to create like a mala necklace or sweater type necklace that I want to say. So I have these beads out, pulled out. In the rose quartz we have 48. In the kiwi jasper, which is this rose quartz is also a matte finish, and the kiwi jasper is also a matte finish. The kiwi jasper we have we don't have 48, we have 46, and then we have 24 of these rose quartz beads in the hexagonal English cut style. So these are the things we have. So we also received, I think this is firecrackle agate if I'm not wrong, but this is a small strand. It's a 10 millimeter. I didn't think that is going very well with these combinations. So it's going to be a long necklace, and I want to add 108 beads. I don't know why. It's just but I might change my mind. If it is too long, I won't do so. So I want a pretty long necklace, but since we are adding the pendant, I don't think so it can be very long. So as you guys can see, this is a pinch veil kind of a thing that you have here. If you want, you can have this, but I want to remove this so that I can have just the loop so that I can connect it to my necklace. So you can keep it or you can remove it. So I'm just going to open this up a little bit and then take this off of the veil. Now you have the rounded loop which is closed. You can use it. So as I said, it's going to be a knotted necklace. I'm using 0.8 millimeter Chinese knotting cord in this gray color, which I think complements the kiwi jasper and the rose quartz as well. But I just want to make sure how it will, this little bit transparent one will look on the gray. It does look good, it doesn't look bad, so I'm okay with it. So I'm going to follow a pattern which is complementing to all these three beads. I have also have the bead caps that we got, the two types of bead caps. I think this will look more nicer. Let me just pull out a wire so that I can show you guys like that. So this smaller bead cap will look good on this English cut is what I believe. See that? So that's kind of nice. I don't think so. It might look good on the rose quartz as well. See, it does. Okay, and let's see, how about this big one? The big one is slightly bigger to the rose quartz, but you want to decide. The kiwi jasper might look good. See, somehow it just fits the kiwi jasper more. I think maybe the rose quartz is a smaller one. Yeah, the kiwi jasper, this is fine, and the rose quartz is fine. So whichever you want to highlight in this necklace, you can do so with the respective bead cap. We have received both the bead caps, right? As I'm going to knot, and I don't want a sliding knot, or so I want this necklace to go on top of your head, it should be nice and long enough to do that. So essentially what I would do here is yeah, I'm not gonna make a bigger necklace as per my thought process. So again, I will take at least, it's gonna be a knotted necklace, it's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna take about 7 feet of cord, and then 7 or 8 feet, 8 feet of cord, and then I'm gonna that is 2 feet, so that's 4, 6, and 8, and then I'm gonna cut this. So we have 4 feet, fold it into half, and do a lockset knot, which is putting this loop inside and then taking the 2 strands inside like that. So that's the front of the lockhead knot, but I want it like this, okay, because I don't want that to actually go up and down just like that. Even if it goes up and down, it looks more finished like this than it's like that. So that's what it is. And now I can start stringing my beads. As I said, in the pattern that I like. So I'm gonna start with the English cut, I guess, and I'm gonna add my spacer. Drop it down and see if I like it. So I have actually melt the ends so that I can make it into a needle, so I can easily add the beads. Use a lighter, burn it, and just pull it. It just came in my hands. Just be careful with that. See that? Now it's kind of, I hope you can see in the camera. Yeah, it's kind of stiff, so it's easier for you to put in the beads, otherwise it's not. So I kind of like this right next to it. So if you want, you can add a silver bead or so that you have that that space. See this? If you do these two, there might be a slight gap or so, but I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a knot. If not, you can add a small seed bead, like an 8 seed bead or 6 seed bead would be good, or even a metallic spacer will be good. So there we go. I'm just making an overhand knot. It's gonna be a knotted necklace, so I will go over the knot several times, so you'll be fine. This is a hand knotting technique. You can use this technique, or you can use your tweezers or so, but I really like this hand knotting technique because it's easier and you don't need to constantly put down your tools, take it up in your fingers, and then so forth and so on. So I just hold it like that and then pull that cord so that the knot stays right there. So I really like this. As I said, you can alternate, but I'm going to put one more of the hexagon rose quartz, just plain rose quartz without any spacer, just like that, and then continue knotting. So and then again I'm gonna add the spacer, then a hexagon. So I am thinking of 3 or 5 of this and then continue changing the beads. That's what I feel I want to do. You can figure out whatever pattern you want and then continue knotting. It looks really pretty gorgeous. I really like them. Just an overhand knot, put your fingers through that loop and then just pull it down, and then you can pinch it and then pull the cord. Don't stress too much. I used to stress too much, but then it used to be a whole lot mess. So don't stress too much and then just continue doing this. I'll do some more. I'll come up with the pattern. I think I'll start with the kiwi jasper the next, and then come back to the rose quartz matte beads. I really like the matte beads. It's very yummy, and I want that to align the neck in the back. So we will have a closure in the back as well. Not as well, just the back, as well as the necklace being long is what I meant. It is just for finishing off the cord, because no bead will accommodate 2 cords back and forth. If it does, then I won't have a sliding knot. I will just go through the bead, crisscross applesauce, and then I will knot it on either side. Let me explain that phenomena when we get there. But for now, take your cord, wrap it around your fingers, take the end and put it through, and then just hold your index finger into that loop, and then make sure it's nice and tight. You can pinch it between your thumb and your index finger and pull that down. So this is so far what I have. I think it is pretty. Okay, I'll come back and show you guys what I got in a bit. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today so we are doing this necklace. I started with this much, and then this is a symmetrical bracelet with an asymmetry, because I have played a little bit on the number of beads. See, there is 3 of these rose quartz hexagonal shape beads with the bead caps on either side, and the center is plain, and then 4 of this kiwi jasper, and then 5 of this rose quartz matte. And then again, the next I started with the rose quartz, but I changed the kiwi jasper, and then I didn't go to the rose quartz matte. I just went to the hexagonal again. Then the thing, and also I have 5 of these beads, and then I played with a little bit, like I made 5 of these kiwi jasper. So it's just that it looks very symmetrical, but at the same time it's not the same, as you guys can see. So you can do this way. I intentionally made this because I just felt like it, right? So but you can also, make it unintentionally as well. But I just thought this looks very pretty. Ice Cream Shoppe is Ice Cream Shoppe. It looks like a strawberry, um, sorbet, and a mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's what it looks like to me. And the colors pair really well. I really love this necklace a lot. I started with the thought process that I will go with a knotted necklace, like a mala necklace, 108 beads or so. But this is pretty long, and I tried on myself and then felt that this height is more than enough. So that's what it is. So let me see. It is 12 plus 5. So 12 plus 5 is 17. 34 inches in total already. So this is a pretty long necklace, and I really like the pendant. And the pendant long necklaces are in trend right now. So you guys can beautifully make necklaces, especially with focal pendant of this sort. You can make it really, really pretty, and it's in trend right now, so why not, right? So and then as I said, I took 8 feet, and I still have about, say, 2.5 feet left in total. So if you take 6 feet, that's more than enough to finish this necklace. At this point, I'm just going to measure. I'm not going to measure now, but so the length of, you don't need actually a lot. So what I would say is just leave a little bit, like 3 inches or so, and then cut this off, because this is going to go on top of your head anyways. It doesn't need, a sliding knot or clasp. So I still have 2 feet left. I can use one of this cord to make the sliding knot. It just, I know I thought I will do this crisscross in one bead, but it is very hard, and I didn't want to. Do that, so I'm just gonna do the macrame knot actually. So I'm just going to take this and take my knotty tool, secure this and do the knot. But you can always crisscross through a bead and tie a knot on either side. And I don't feel comfortable for this necklace. You know why? Because it's long and heavy too. These are all gemstones we are talking about, right? You don't have to have the knot to do it all. You can use it, you can use your table, tape it to your table and then do it. Or you can also use macrame board, or a clipboard will also work for this. Anything will work for this. So totally I have used 88 beads in this necklace. As I said, you can do how much ever you want. So this is at the center, and then I have the strand which I cut it off from my excess. So you need only 8 inches of the cord to do the sliding knot, so you don't need 12 inches. But since I'm having it, I don't want to use anything else. I just want to utilize that. It's a square knot, macrame square knot. You guys all know. For if you are not aware of the square knots, go ahead and watch the tutorial in the description box below for the basic macrame knot. It's just that we are doing P's and Q's. As you guys can see, this looks like a Q, so I'm doing this, and now again I'm doing a P, keeping the right cord on top of the left, underneath and through this. And do the same this way as well. So 1P and 1Q consist of 1 square knot. You can just do 4. That's more than enough for a necklace, I would say. But if you're a little bit paranoid like me, you will do a little bit more so that you know for sure it's nice and secure, right? So yeah, you can do as much as you want. And I'm keeping this straight. I'm not crisscrossing the cords because that's the look I want. But you can also crisscross and then do this knot. Crisscross the cords and do the knot. That will give a little bit more of a length, which I didn't want to in this case, right? So that's why I'm doing it that way. I'm just going to do 5 square knots. Okay. Now I take this off. First of all, what to do with this excess cord? You can actually put a bead at the end, which I didn't want to because anyways it's not going to be focal for me. So I'm just going to take this cord, right? And then I'm going to actually so there we go. That's like a bulkier knot that you can have, right? There is a particular knot that you can do so that's nice and big, but I just wanted to keep it simple. This is an overhand knot, right? So if you put this loop through the put this end cord through the loop couple of times, you will get a bulkier knot, just a little bit bulkier than what you used to get, just like that. Then you can snip off this cord. And this one as well. You can save this if the remaining cord is more than 5 inches, save it. Otherwise you can throw it in trash. And then take your lighter and melt it and cinch it to the side and not on top or bottom, because I mean anyways we are not going to move this. It's not going to be a sliding knot per se. Okay, that's nice and cinched. So this is my necklace. So I just have this in the back and this is my necklace. I hope you like this tutorial. It's nothing big, but with some knots and some gemstone beads of like pretty pleasing color, I would say, it becomes a beautiful necklace. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.